Hi, my name's Kate from whatmeandtheboyssay.co.uk, and this is our review of the Interpet Fish Pod 48 fish tank from Swell UK. The fish tank arrived to us really safely in a big box with lots and lots of packaging to protect it. It was really well packaged, so I was really impressed with how it came delivered to us. As well as being sent the fish tank, we were also sent the gravel, a poster background and some plants to put in our tank to make it complete. The fish tank itself was surrounded by lots and lots of layers of bubble wrap which kept it nice and safe. The Interpet Fish Pod is an aquarium made simple. It's a set that can be used for tropical and for cold water fish. Ours came with all the things needed for a tropical fish tank. Inside the tank you do get everything you need. There is some filter start and tap safe, which are chemicals, there's the filter, the tropical kit which has got the heater for us, and all the light bulbs that you need for it to work. So it's a complete set that you can put together and make the tank work straight away. This tank also has two lighting features. There is a daylight feature, so you get a day bulb, and there's also a night blue moon feature, so you get a blue light bulb as well, which can make a night lighting, which looks like it's going to be brilliant. Once out of the outer box you can see the glass which is curved for an all-round panoramic view, and you can also see that everything is inside ready to go. And once again, by removing the cardboard that has been protecting the sides, you can start to see the tank building up. Here is the lovely black lid. It is so well packaged this that nothing is damaged at all, so coming through the post there is absolutely no problem. And this is a complete set, the tank with all the bits and bobs that it comes with to make it ready to go. The lid is really nice, it's a really nice colour, really nice fit. It's got a lovely little flap at the front which is easy access to feed the fish. And then if you need to get in to do anything more, change the water, put new fish in and out, you can lift the whole lid up completely. So as said already, this kit comes with everything that you need to make it work straight away. So you've got the internal power filter, the fresh start chemicals and the tap safe chemicals which help protect the water, and you've also got the Delta Therm heater for the tropical kit and the thermometer which goes on the side so you can keep an eye on the temperature itself. There's also the two light bulbs there which are included to make the bright white light and the blue moon light. You also get a really good instruction leaflet which is essential for setting up a fish tank. This one is step by step, so it looks like it's going to be a foolproof guide to getting the tank ready to go with everything in the steps showing you exactly what you need to do. So that's what we're going to do next, is try and put the tank together. This is the bag of gravel we were sent. It's Samoa gravel. It's really fine, and this is sold by Swell UK as well, so you can get everything you need for your fish tank. This is the first thing that's going to go into the bottom, so it needs a really good wash, and then when it's washed it can be put into the bottom of the fish tank. I'd suggest having your fish tank in place and then you don't need to lift it once the gravel is in. Once the substrate or the sand is in the bottom already, the next thing to do is to get the Delta Therm heating system ready. This comes with full instructions, it's really easy. Basically all you need to do is take it out of the back, attach the two suckers which like got hooks, they hook around the heater, attach those on, and then it just suckers to the side of the fish tank. Obviously you're going to need some plugs. So far we've got two plugs, one for the heater and the one to make the lighting work. Third job is then to install the water filter. The water filter again it's an internal power filter, and it's brilliant. Literally it's straight out of the box and it is ready to go. It comes with a couple of extra little filter pads for you to use to try and change the settings, and again this is on suckers, so it just suckers straight onto the side of the tank. And here we have the third plug, so you are going to need a few plug sockets. The next step then is, once the filter is in, is to fill the aquarium with water. You're obviously going to be using tap water. We haven't sorted out our gravel yet because we always find that it flies up when you put the water in. This is a 48 litre aquarium, so it's going to take 48 litres of water. Once the aquarium is filled with tap water, it needs to have some of the tap safe. This is included and it just makes the water safer for the fish. Once you've got the water in, the next step is to fit the aquarium lights. Basically, this is through a compartment on the top. You need to use like a little screwdriver to lever it up, and then you can see there are two different bulb compartments. It doesn't matter which one goes in which because there are two separate switches. They're both energy saving light bulbs, so you've got the bright white light bulb, which is for the day setting, and then you've got the blue moon lighting, which is for the nighttime setting. They're really easy to screw in. It's a really nice safe compartment, and what I like about this is the fact that you do need to lever it up. This tank is going to go in my 8-year-old son's bedroom, so I know that he's not going to be able to get in himself to fiddle with the lighting because it does need a little bit of a lever to get into the little compartment for the light bulbs. But they're really, really easy to fit, and I do like the fact that they are energy savers. We're now ready to make it look a bit pretty and add some plants. These are all plants that are sold by Swell UK. They've got a huge variety, so we've just gone for a mixture of different things. The first one is this arrangement of two different types of plants. It's really, really good because it's a complete arrangement ready to go in the bottom. The bottom is weighted so it sinks right down there and it looks great. It gives a bit of height, a bit of depth, and it's ready to go. We've got some broadleaf ferns in green. We've got a 30cm one. And there's also a smaller one as well. We thought they'd provide a bit of depth and height. And then on the website, it does suggest things that work well together. So it said this Hugo Lotus Leaf Red works really well with those ferns. So I know that it's going to provide a little bit of colour, a little bit of contrast. And with having some different heights, having a 30cm plant, a 20cm plant, and then a littler fern to put in the front, it's going to provide just a little bit of extra interest and detail to the fish tank. All really easy to go in because the bases are all weighted, so they literally just sink to the bottom so you can bury them in. Then we also got the poster set. This is a double-sided one, so on one side you get the rock face and on the other side you get a more natural fish tank scene. It just blocks off the wall behind the fish tank and makes it look a bit more planted in a way. And there it is ready. Obviously this is the bright white light that's being switched on. So this is a daytime mode, and this is the blue moonlight, which is really, really nice. I really, really like that setting. I think it's going to look great in the dark. The lights themselves are operated by two switches on the top, which is a little bit frustrating because you can't put them on a timer. I suppose if you just wanted the white lighting on, you could put that on a timer, but they do need to be switched on individually. So I'm sure my son will get used to doing that. The last thing to put in is some of the filter start, which is some of the more other chemicals that are there. The filter start does tell you in the box how to use it, but it literally put a pipette full in front of the filter just whilst it's switched on, and it just starts the filter working properly. It will give you full instructions on the box about how much to put in and how often to do it, just to keep the water safe and the filter going. The last thing we're putting in then is a thermometer on the side. It's a really, really clear thermometer, this one, because it shows you the safe range. It's got a green range in the middle which shows you where the temperature of the fish tank should be. The heater is really, really easy to adjust, so if you find your heater's on too high, you can just turn it down a little bit. Likewise, if it's not hot enough, you can turn it up a little bit so that the thermometer reading is always in that green range, meaning that the water is safe and hot enough, or cool enough, not too hot, for the fish that are going to go inside. And that's basically the tank that it's ready to go. Really, really easy to set up. Now needs to wait for a week or so just to let the filter settle in before we can add fish. And here we are. It's been at least 6 weeks since I filmed before, and the fish tank is going great guns. As you can see, we've got lots and lots of fish in there. We've got 4 swordtails, we've got 10 little harlequin tetras, I think they are, a couple of gouramis. We've also got a loach down the bottom, which you won't be able to see, and there's also a crab in here somewhere which likes hiding. The fish tank has been brilliant. We haven't lost any fish since we've been putting them in. They've settled down really, really well. We found the lights, no problem. My son gets used to switching on the daylight mode when he gets home from school, and then he switches it to night time when he gets to bed, so the fish are getting plenty of light. The heater's been brilliant. It's always stayed within that green range on the thermometer. So we've had absolutely no problems with that. We've even cleaned the filter out. We've managed to, it's really easy to take out. You just slide the bottom bit off. We've actually just washed the pads through and then put it all back together and put it back in the tank, making sure we add then the filter starter just to keep giving it that boost of healthy bacteria that it needs each time. But we are really impressed with this, the FishPod 48. It's a brilliant tank. There's a great view, great access, and as I say, we've had no problems whatsoever. Likewise with Swell UK, really impressed with the delivery, really impressed with the service, the plants. For plastic plants, I've never seen plants that look so natural, really. You can't really tell that they're not real plants. And what's great is that over the time they have changed colour a little bit, I suppose, with a few of the little bits of fish poo that are in there. It has given them sort of a bit of a wearing, and they look great. And as you can see at the front, we've added some bogwood in there, it is, that we had from our last fish tank. We just soaked that in there just to give it a little bit more. But very, very impressed with this. Really, really easy tank. Everything's there that you need. So yeah, it's a definite goer for us, and a really good price as well. So I've been Kate from whatmeandtheboyssay.co.uk with a review of the Interpet FishPod 48 for Swell UK.